Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to share 6 ways to add value to a property. I've been asked so many times how prices gone up significantly and what are the best ways to be able to add value to the properties. So that you'll be able to recycle some of your money or all of your money, or be able to sell the property and make handsome return on your investment. Before we get going, if you like this video or any of my videos, don't forget to hit the like button below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of these amazing tutorials. So let's get to it. To be honest with you, it's been ridiculous right now. The way the house prices are, they're very, very expensive. Property prices going up significantly. And properties that are worth 80,000 are now on the market for £150,000 or so. So you need to know what you buy, how you buy, and when to buy. Most importantly, looking at what sort of properties you could buy that will give you that return that you're looking for. Okay, because if you're not doing that, you're actually leaving money on the table. Right? I'm not saying you're going to be making losses, but if you're looking to recycle your money, or you're looking to pull some of your investment out, if you don't know how to add value, you will be literally spending all your money and you end up running out of it. It's important for you to be able to identify what ways that you could add value to your property that will give you handsome return on your investment, which is exactly what I'm going to share with you in this short video. The number one thing you need to think about when you're buying property, is, are you buying a property that you could add value to, right? Think about buying a property you can add value. It's not like you don't want to go and buy a normal buy-to-let property that you only maybe need a lick of paint and then that would be it. So you're not really adding value to that property. You want to look for properties that you could add value to, either maybe renovating the property or doing something to it that would add that value, because otherwise it's boring in the first place. If you're just buying a property and renting it out, I know some people like that, but for me, I don't really want to buy a done-up property because I'm not being able to add my own feel to it, and at the same time, I'm not being able to add value. To me, if I'm not adding value in anything I do, I won't touch it, because obviously, it doesn't bring that joy to me. So look for properties that you could add value to in order for you to be able to actually do that property up nicely and maybe able to recycle your money or pull some of your investment out, or actually sell it if you want to sell it and make handsome return on your investment. The second best way to add value to a property is basically don't try to get the job done yourself, right? I remember when I started my property investment journey, I used to be the laborer for my builders, okay? I used to work with them. I used to mix the cement, the plaster for them. I used to pass them the plaster because literally I had the troll with me, put the plaster in their thing, help them scheme the property and all that sort of thing, only to realize after a few months back that I'm not using my time efficiently. I could have gone and looked for deals, or maybe try to think about how I can renovate my property, how I can add value to that property significantly, instead of actually doing the job. And then basically why I end up doing the job is because I saw an investor nearby. We bought the properties the same time. He was actually doing the work on his properties, literally doing the work himself. And then I was like, okay, he might be a bit clever. So I started doing that. But obviously, if you're doing that, you're not thinking about how you can add value to that property, because you literally dived in doing the work yourself. Once you're doing the work yourself, you're doing the nitty-gritty, it doesn't give you the time to think about what you could do to the property, or to think about how you can acquire or buy a similar property like that. You can get someone else to go and do the work. So again, if you've been doing that, I'm begging you to stop doing that now. It doesn't add any value to you, nor add value to the property. And it's literally, to be honest, quite frankly, it's waste of your own valid time. You could spend time with family. You might be saving a couple of £100 or so, but to be honest with you, that doesn't move the needle. If you go out there looking for deals, you could source these deals, make about £3,000 or £4,000 per deal. That is a better use of your time. Or maybe you can go out there looking for other deals, or joint venture partnership, or maybe spend time with family. And again, that's a well spent time. The third best way to add value to your property is to make use of the floor area. Okay, so go out, look at the property, think outside of the box. Maybe you had an old kitchen. So if you remove that kitchen, what sort of kitchen do you want to bring in, right? Do you want to bring in a modern, bigger kitchen, L-shaped kitchen, a kitchen with a breakfast bar? things like that, that would bring that modern feel to the property. Again, I'm not advising you here to go and get the most expensive kitchen. You can get a reasonable kitchen from Magnet or Howden that could do that. You can maybe want to maybe you want more cabinet, make the worktop a bit bigger, have a modern sort of cooker or oven in it, and also the bathroom. If the bathroom was an old bathroom, maybe you want to upgrade the bathroom, find a bath that got shower on it, a modern, maybe L-shaped bath, whatever it is, so that you can utilize that space nicely, and you can make anybody who walks into that property feel like they're actually buying an amazing deal. Okay, that is very, very, very important when you're doing things like that. Okay, and again, if you have to upgrade the doors, very important, if you need to upgrade the doors, make sure you're looking for doors that are modern doors, very solid doors, that are very attractive, and then obviously reasonable in a way that you don't really have to spend a lot more money to get those doors, but still get the property in a very, very good looking condition. The fourth best way to add value to your property is to look for additional space. You have to be very clever here. Look within the property. What can you do to add an additional space? Are you going to have a conservatory, for example? Are you going to add an extra bathroom? Suppose the bathroom is downstairs. Are you going to look at the first floor to see if you're able to add a little WC there so they don't have to go downstairs to use the facilities? Again, that could add a bit of value to your property. And also, are you able to add an additional bedroom, right? Are you able to add an additional bedroom? I'll give an example of one of my property. I bought this property a year ago. It's in Newport, South Wales. I bought it as a 2-bedroom property. Guess what? I looked at it. I was able to convert it into 4-bedroom house. You got it right. I converted it into 4-bedroom house. How did I do that? There was a little room within the property on the first floor that's not been used. It's not big enough to be a single room because it's got an awkward shape. Okay, so what I did basically, where the bathroom was is bigger than a single room. So what I did basically, I moved that bathroom where it was to that little room. It was big enough to have a bathtub, a shower, the toilet, and the sink. So that little space that they've never used become a bathroom. And the bathroom where the bath was becomes a bedroom. That gives me a 3rd bedroom on the first floor. I looked at the sitting room downstairs, and that sitting room is a nice, massive, rectangular shaped sitting room. So what I did basically, I speak to the council to find out what is the minimum sort of space required for a bedroom. I know what it was, but I just want them to aware what it was. So for them to aware what I'm doing at the property, so they told me what the space was. So we took the measurement, realized the space we've got is even bigger than what we could have had as a bedroom. So what we did, we split that sitting room into 2, right? One becomes a bedroom, the other part becomes a bedroom, and the other part becomes the sitting room. The good thing about that property also, the sitting room had 2 windows, left and right. So we're able to put a wall in the middle, and then we're able to have another additional bedroom. So that property came from 2-bedroom to becoming 4-bedroom. And guess what? Converted that property from a single let to a HMO property. Again, I added significant value. I wasn't just able to pull my investment out, I was able also to have ridiculous amount of cash flow from that property. From renting it to make a £300 profit to making about £1,000 profit every single month by basically changing the use and adding additional bedrooms. This could increase your property value over 20% or up to 25%. In some situation with this property, it was over 25%. Again, if you think outside of the box, and again, if you're viewing these properties, speak to the agent. If they're experienced, ask them what they could do if they were to buy that property themselves. So again, if you're not one of those who can think about how you could add value, if you ask someone else, that might jog your mind. Say, okay, actually, I can do this, I can do X, Y, and Z. Again, these are the ways you could add value. Additional space is key. Even if you're able to add 1 bedroom, even if it's not big enough to become a bedroom, you can call it an office, right? As you know now, COVID has taught us so many things now, okay? People are working from home. So what you could do, you can call it 3-bedroom house, 1 office, basically. And that way, it would also add value to your property. Or have a conservatory, for example, okay? Or basically find a way to have a small WC within the property. And again, that would also add value. Believe you me, more, this could add value. This could add about 25 upwards, 25 plus value to your property. So if you want to pull your investment out, these are the sort of things you need to be thinking, especially now when the prices are ridiculously high. You need to be thinking outside of the box. What could you do to add value so you can pull your investment out? Nowadays, buying a new kitchen, upgrading the bathroom will not get you your money out, okay? Will not get your investment out. The way you get your investment out is adding these little values I've just told you, adding an extra bedroom, loft conversion, having an extra bathroom, having an extra bedroom if possible, or an office space. These are the only things that would help your current market climate to be able to pull, if not all your investment out, but most of your investment out. The fifth thing that you need to do to add value to your property is to make use of your front and rear garden. Very important. If you have a front garden, maybe you can divide it into two by having one part as a driveway and another part like a little garden that where they would sit during summer, etc., etc. Or you could use it all as a driveway. Yeah, make it as a driveway. That way then you're adding value and you make your property attractive basically to people who would want to live in that sort of area. Because if they see a driveway and then the back garden, if you want to do decking, do decking, put artificial grass. If you wanted to put slabs, upgrade it, make it better than the way it was. Don't make it look exactly the same it was, right? But just make it different, right? For example, if it's a garden, and again, if you're renting the property, you might want to go do slabs in all of it because it's less maintenance. Or maybe you do half garden and half slabs to make it really nice and modern. And then, or you can put artificial grass on it as well. These are one of the things you could do to add value. Never ever ignore your front and rear garden. If you haven't got a front garden, fantastic. Make use of the back garden, okay? Because if you make use of the back garden, it will make the house bigger, and obviously it will be family friendly as well. Guess what? If you ever want to rent it, you won't struggle, and if you want to sell it, you're at a better position also to sell it. The sixth best way to add value to your property is the last bit. This is very important. The nice finish. The finish is key. You need to have a nice finish. Tiling is very important. Wherever you need to tile, make sure the tiles are level, they're nice, marble effect tiles. You don't have to buy a marble tile by the way. You could buy a marble effect tile that looks really, really nice. Carpet, if you want to carpet the bedrooms, make it really nice feel carpet, not those cheap ruggy carpet. Get a nice carpet, especially if you're selling. Right, if you're selling, the carpet is key. These little things is what people take into consideration, and then make your property a minimum of C rating performance when it comes to EPC. Make sure C rating, put the installations. If you're doing walls within the property, insulate those walls so that your property would be very, very energy efficient as well. These are the sort of thing you could do to actually add value to your property, and at the same time makes the people that are buying it or living in it loves it and then want to stay there forever and ever. I'm going to go through it again. The 6 ways to add value to your property. Number 1 is to buy properties that you could add value to. Is to make use of the floor area by having bigger kitchen, or upgrading the bathroom, making a bigger bathroom, having a shower in your bathroom, having nice doors, things like that. The third thing is basically don't try to do everything yourself. Don't try to do the job yourself. Get someone else who is qualified to do it, to actually do it. What that does basically makes the job finish quicker, and then obviously saves you more time messing around. The fourth thing you need and the third best way to add value is to look for an additional space. I just gave an example of one of my property. Look for an additional bedroom, an office, loft conversion, conservatory. This could add 25% to your property value. So it would allow you to be able to pull some of this investment out. The 5 ways to add value is make sure you use the front and rear garden efficiently, provide parking, etc., etc., or garages if there's a room for it as well. The second best way is the finish. Have a nice, amazing finish, so whoever walks into that house would want to live in it instead of running away. I really hope this video has been helpful. If this video has been helpful, hit the like button below, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of these amazing tutorials.